Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at this book that I got for Christmas called America's Forgotten History, Surprising Stories and Shocking Facts About Our Past. Strange fads, unlikely heroes, crazy laws, amazing events, and surprising cover-ups. And this is by Reader's Digest. And this is just basically a book about a bunch of weird stuff that happened in American history. So let's look at the back here, and it can say some different things, like Henry Ford, creator of the Model T, was the publisher of an instructional dance book, or a decorated Civil War veteran, Army surgeon, and POW Dr. Mary Walker was arrested for wearing pants in public. See, there are just some weird stuff that happened in America's history that people don't really know about, or just people know about. So what we're going to do is that we're going to look at 3 different facts that are random, and we're going to see how weird they are. And I want you to leave a comment down below, a rating from 1 to 5, how weird these things are. A 1 is not that weird too, and a 5 is really weird. So, and also leave a like and subscribe if you're new to my channel, and we'll be able to give new content to those new viewers. So let's get started. I'm going to pick a random page out of the book. So let's start with this one, Dr. Harry's Zoo. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a little passage out of this book. So it says, a young man, Harry Wedgeforth, had always wanted his own zoo in 1916. He finally got his chance that year. He served as a staff physician at San Diego, Panama, California International Exposition. And as the show came to a close, he discovered that many exhibitors packing up to leave the Balboa Park Fairground wanted to dispose of their caged animals. Wedgeworth offered to take the animals in. From that point on, and always on shoestring, much of Dr. Harry's time was devoted to whittling or joining supports for his zoo. To feed his charges, he scourged fish at the docks and spoiled vegetables at the local markets. When the city government refused to give him space in Balboa Park, he enlisted an army influential allies while offering free elephant rides to children of San Diego. He got space for his zoo in 1921. And when he was ready to expand his collection, he traveled worldwide trading species he had in abundance, such as California sea lions, from the surplus stock of foreign zoos. And then it says, he said, instead of cages for their grottos for lions, mesas for zebras, and enormous flying houses for birds, San Diego's mild climate made it possible to plant each area with some of the grasses and trees of the animals' natural habitats. So the flora was nearly as exotic as the fauna. So basically, this guy just was a scavenger for his San Diego Zoo. So this is basically, I think, one of the biggest backstories to a zoo in San Diego. This is page 205, and this is in chapter of City Life. And he basically was a scavenger for animals and different kinds of things. And instead of using cages, he put them in just the natural, flavor of, different places. He used natural trees and flowers instead of having them be planted in the cages. So let's close this book back up, and let me pick a page. I'll look for a page in the farther ends of the book. Now let's look at a younger one. The Kid with the Talking Shirt. He appeared in 1895 in a cartoon known as Hogan's Alley. A funny-looking kid in a nightshirt just one among a gang of street urchins, but the public warmed to him above all others in the crowd, dubbed him the Yellow Kid because of his shirt, and clamored more. In no time at all, the jugged-eared goofy tyke with the big grin became a star. A creation of an artist, Richard Outcault. The characters endeared himself to readers week after week. In Pulitzer's New York World, the cartoon invariably portrayed slapstick scenes set in the back alleys and slums of New York, where the kid, looking like a loony cherub, commented on everything by the way of saucy street slang wisecracks written on the front of his shirt. It didn't take long for other publishers to figure out that cartoon as popular as this one sold newspapers, and lots of them. They battled one another by offering even bigger, more colorful comment sections and sometimes luring away the competition's talent. By 1896, Outcault was creating Yellow Kid comic strips for Hearst's New York Journal, where the character and his antics drew chortles from an even wider public. When it came to managing the career of his fictional star, Outcault was no slug. The Yellow Kid appeared on Laughable Buttons, cigarette packs, games, comic books, and as toy sautet. The artist took merchandising even further after he dropped the kid in 1898 and came out with a new cartoon character, Buster Brown, who inspired the famous craze that spelled gold for the artist. So this basically is a kid who walked around in the cartoon wearing a bunch of words on shirts. And look it up because there isn't any pictures, and I wish to see some pictures. If you can find some pictures, just look at them. I don't have any good social media for you to send them to, so, and plus it's all private, so just find some pictures, and if you find me at school, show me those pictures if you're at school with me. Now let's close back up this book, and my finger. And let's look for one more. Let me look for a page in the front of the book. And let's look into the name game. American given names has fallen in and out of fashion over the centuries, and even often offer clues about when, and sometimes even where a person was born. So let's look at this quote. After the Revolution, many parents were inspired by the ideals of democracy and looked toward ancient Greece and Rome when naming their children. Let's look at another page. After the Revolution, many parents were inspired by the ideals of democracy and looked towards ancient Greece and Rome by name from naming their children. So it's basically what this quote says. The classical tradition was revived in such names of Minerva, Cassandra, and Portia for girls, and Horatio, Ulysses, and Homer for boys. Other parents commemorate American heroes, hence the countless youngsters with the given names like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, a custom that coincidentally helped instructionalize the middle name. Girls had no such pantheon on which to draw. But in 1814, one father who recognized no limits on the wellsprings of creativity when it came to names christened his youngest daughter Encyclopedia Britannica Dewey. So basically, it's based on how people used to name their children back then. Like there's Britannica, Ulysses, Portia, Minerva. So it's basically, back then, people had the weirdest names. So, yeah, they had some of the weirdest names. So tell me, which facts were your favorite? The zoo, the talking shirt, or the names. If you like this video, just like I said, leave a like and subscribe, and make sure to press that little bell by the subscribe button so you can know whenever I upload videos. And I forgot that instead of uploading a video Sunday, Saturday, and Wednesday for the month of January, I am just going to be uploading videos on the Wednesday of January. Because I'm just going to try to get with the schedule for the entire month of January. And then when February comes around, I'm going to be starting doing the same schedule. Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday for my schedule for videos. So, hope to see you guys in another video. Bye!